Hi Buffet, we back Buffet with Azanian politics, we back with another story another day Buffet. The story is written by Loiso Sidimba. It says traditional leaders withdraw support from Jacob Zuma's MKP amid rising tensions. There's been tension in MKP. Some will say there's no tension in MKP. People who are supposed to live are living, so there's no tension. But there's been tension, as we can see, that there's been tension since its inception. Since Jablan Kumar has been contesting that it's his part and Jacob Zuma has been refusing. So there's been tension since its inception. Abantu should just admit and fix those tensions because the third biggest party. Umkhonto wesizwe party and its leader, former President Jacob Zuma, continue to woo traditional leaders and cultural groups across the country despite being dumped by Injeje Yabengun and Royal Kingdom this week. Injeje announced this week that it had resolved to rescind from its endorsement of MKP throughout the country with immediate effect. Yeah. And it's a massive support, but traditional leaders are big, but traditional leaders and the constituents. This determination emerged from a special conclave convened to deliberate extensively upon the strained relations between MKP and the Reverend Institute on Ubukosi, the cultural group said this week. It cited its visit to Zuma's Kwadunu homestead in KwaNcamalala, Nkandla, a week ago as the events that precipitated the decision. Traditional leaders from across the country were forced to live without an audience with Zuma and accused the MKP of deliberately and systematically disregarding traditional leaders' authority. And this guy promised them to, and he's still going around the country promising them that this land, this country is theirs. I'm sure. So probably these traditional leaders miscommunication or misunderstanding, we don't know. But that's how they felt. According to Injeje, the MKP has made it abundantly clear with its treatment of traditional leaders that the continued association would result in erosion of dignity and diminishing of their forefathers' thrones. In Pumakapa Royal Kingdom, which is made up of traditional leaders mainly from the Eastern Cape, withdrew from the MKP. There's no political party in the Eastern Cape that they can endorse and support. They were the lost cause anyway, thinking they would get an audience with Ngamalal. The organization accused the MKP of undermining their dignity and called for unity among traditional leaders and completely withdraw from political parties which they accuse of undermining them. Another organization of traditional leaders calling itself Transvaal Kingdom of Monarchs also withdrew its backing of the MKP. We have learned a valuable lesson, particularly in the context of the 2026 local government elections. The treatment we received within the MKP is harbingers of what we can expect if the party were to take over our jurisdictions and territories, the organization said. Injeje, Impumakapa Royal Kingdom and Transvaal Kingdom of Monarchs are due to host a press conference on September 1 to formally communicate their decision to abandon the MKP. This week it also emerged that Zuma and the MKP was being lobbied to appoint a Secretary General among traditional leaders. A delegation led by Prince Khulekani Dlomo from the Makhabeleni Traditional Council in Kranskop near Greytown said a priority on the agenda in the meeting with Zuma was to allow Amakosi to choose a new Secretary General of the party, as they needed someone from their ranks with a clear understanding of the traditional leadership protocols. The traditional leaders believe they would not have been snubbed in the party had a Secretary General from a royal family. These people just want to look after themselves. Nobody cares about the masses. You guys, do you see? Nobody cares about the masses no more. The people only care about themselves. They want their royal person to be there among the top leadership. On Friday, the MKP appointed Dr. Bongani Mngwango as its new Secretary General and Nomsa Dlamini as his deputy. However, the MKP appears undeterred by this week's events after the three organizations dumped the country's official opposition. MKP traditional chairperson Nathi Nhleko said the party met with Congress of Traditional Leaders of South Africa, Contralesa Deputy President Kgosi Nyalala Pilane and Secretary General Zolani Mkiva. Our political system must reflect our identity, not borrowed laws from colonial masters, said Nhleko. You know, you people are funny, but yeah. Many YNC, Nabu Zuma busy president YNC, you never did anything that's the revolutionary. Aye. The MKP meeting with Contralesa, which was held a week ago to discuss the marginalization of traditional leaders and the erosion of African governance system, they agreed to mobilize traditional leaders for the 2026 local government elections, as well as advocate for the restoration of customary law as the foundation of South African jurisprudence. Zuma described the MKP as the last hope of the African child, the worker, the traditional leader, and the forgotten majority. What do you think, guys? What do you say? I mean, I say the traditional leaders shouldn't associate themselves with political parties if they want to get. Actually, they need to denounce the political system if they want to claim back their power. But they still, they want to participate in this system and still, they want powers, but they want to participate. They will not win, guys. They will not win. However, guys, please subscribe, please like my face. Just tell me what you think about this issue. Do you think they're wasting their time in politics, or do you think they should participate in politics? Traditional leaders, I say they shouldn't. They should be apolitical. Anyway, guys, see you on the next video.